Grand Champion A, and this was our wedge shooting tour, or best size, this size A, Saki. So this was our competition for Supreme that ended up second place. Won here 2 years ago. Has she changed significantly in the last 2 years, Jason?
I'd say, the colors are kind of not quite as good. It's about 8 years old. And right now, like, I don't have a pond. These are staying with Ray, and we're like in the middle of a move.
Oh,
so,
right.
so they're kind of like in transition.
That's tough on a large fish.
Right.
It takes a large fish a long time to settle down. And the Sanki particularly shows a little bit more just general stress sort of on the skin.
That's the champion of champions, by the way.
No, that's not that one.
It's not that one? Which one is it?
This is
Oh, I know which one it is. Yeah.
A Showa or a Sanki?
It's a Sanki.
You won champions. Could you tell us a little bit about the Kohaku, the breeder, the age?
It's a Sakai, and it's like 8 years old. And I bought him at 2, and Ray Avon grew him out for like a year, and then we brought him back. So we've had him since.
So you've grown her pretty much up on your own. She spent 1 year in a mud pond. That's pretty impressive. There's been a lot of discussion lately about the benefits of mud ponds, particularly year after year after year. I'm starting to think maybe it's good to give a fish a couple years off, settle down, not try to grow it up too fast. There's a good example of a koi that has spent most of its life in a hole in the pond, and it's still achieving this tremendous body shape and conformation. It's full body. It's doing a great job. The skin is the only issue. Hopefully she'll get settled down in her new pond and clean up. She should. These Sakai Fish Farm koi show very well past 10 years old. They'll
do Grand Champions last year's
9 years old.
She was our Supreme Champion 2 years ago.
Yeah.
She's the second winner.
So it's good to see these fish coming back. It's difficult to keep a fish looking this good year after year. Interesting pattern to her. Unusual pattern. You don't usually see that many little pattern elements. You don't know whether to call that a 4-step or a 3.5 step.
It's a work of art.
Yeah, it is a work of art. It's the neat thing about koi, there's no two alike. You talk about balance. It's really, if you're going to say balance is having everything essentially located or balanced left and right, it's not necessarily the case. That red marking on her head is very attractive off to the side. It's balanced nicely with that other marking just behind her left eye. Pleasant fish to look at. The kind of fish you'd like to sit back and have a margarita and watch it smoke. Sanki is a little bit on the thin side right now. Is she about the same age?
That one's about, I think it's like about 7, but I really haven't had that one very long.
Breeder and that one is?
It's a Dainichi that it was actually at race for a long time. Like he had it. Probably just got it like 2 years ago. But he had it over there, and he was trying to sell it for someone, and so.
Sumi on a Sanki, we really do like to see it on the white. It just sets it off better. To some, it's a minor appreciation point. But my personal preference when I'm buying Sanki, I really do try to find one that has the black that sits on the white, so the red can sit on its own.
On the shoulder. Up on the shoulder like that.
Anywhere at all. But
Anywhere?
The Sumi on the shoulder has its own name. They call it Katsasumi, and that's really the focal point of every Sanki.
Okay.
You want to have something up there on the shoulder.
I remember hearing that. Yeah. I remember hearing that a while back. So anytime I'm looking at a Sanki, they're going to be Sumi
Sanki is a very difficult, I guess, variety to breed. You'd say there's never no such thing as a rich Sanki breeder. Very difficult. I've never bred twice, so I couldn't tell you the problems that they have, but I can certainly appreciate the difficulty of getting the sumi placement right to work well with a Kohaku type pattern. Unlike Showa, Sankis do have to have a nice Kohaku pattern. Showa's it's more of an interplay between the black and the white. They work well together. You can have a Showa with mostly black on one side, mostly red on the other side, and it still balances out, looks good together. That's quite so a Sanki. It's got to be just right. You don't have a nice Kohaku pattern with Sanki spots only on one side. It really looks bad. Where do you want to go? You want to look at your fish, Carson? Sure. Carson has